the show. You can feel the energy in this building. They are fired up for game one. Back with that after this. And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. MLB The Show brings you the American League Division Series. It's the Tampa Bay Rays taking on the New York Yankees. Hi, folks. John Shambi alongside Chris Singleton. Game one is always critical in a postseason series, Singy.
Yeah, and this is when you love having home field advantage, Boog. If you capture game one, you're full of confidence that you've got a chance to ride that momentum for the rest of the series.
And on the visiting side, starting pitching is always the big key in a game like this to kick off a series.
Yeah, you need it.
And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. Ready for baseball here in New York. And pitching in this game, Mike Messina. Chris, what should we keep an eye on here with him?
Well, that 12-6 curveball explodes out of the hand, and because he's able to throw the high fastball at the top of the strike zone for a strike, hitters commit to that pitch, and before they know it, they're swinging over the top of that curveball.
And here it comes. Number 24, the batter now as he swings and misses for strike one. Pitch. That misses the zone. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
Well, that's kind of what you expect in an 0-2 count. Excellent job of the hitter to have the plate discipline to lay off of that pitch.
Swing, and this one's bounced on the ground. On to first. One up, one down. Yandy Diaz now. And there's a foul ball. Messina, a former Cy Young Award winner, he features a four-seam fastball, a slider, a cutter, a curve, and he works in a changeup. That's in there. That's strike two.
I mean, that's perfect location right on the black. I mean, over and over again, this guy demonstrates the ability to hit those spots. They're so tough to do anything with as a hitter.
And a 1-2. Swings through it for the K. Slider got him for strike three.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching, is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Guys become defensive, and all of a sudden, for the hitter, that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
And he deals.
Hey. No ball, 2 strikes.
Struck him out without a swing. Froze him with the heater at the knees. Nothing doing for Tampa, and now the Bombers will get their shot. No score. You're watching the American League Division Series on the show. Back now in the Bronx. And today's starter, Shane McClanahan. What do we have on him?
Well, last time out, thought it was going to be pretty good, but wasn't able to make it out of the second inning. A real shocker. So he's fresh, and having had an opportunity to look at that last start, I expect him to be a lot better in this one.
And stepping in for the Yankees, Lou Gehrig. The wind of the pitch. There's a swing and a drive. Back there. That one is gone. He circles the bases, and just like that, they're out front. It's 1-0.
Power versus power right there, like two locomotives colliding. Who's going to win? Well, a really good job there by the hitter, getting the top hand working. Powers that fastball out of here.
Now the number 2 hitter, Don Mattingly. Drilled in the air, right field, way back there, and that is out of here. They do it again. Back-to-back homers, and they add to their lead. It's 2-0.
Back-to-back jacks, and this club is fired up right now, Boog. I mean, this is the kind of thing where you really start to notice hitters in a lineup feeding off each other, and the collective confidence just continues to grow.
Roberto Clemente stepping in now for the Yankees. In the air out to center. That takes care of Clemente. And there's one down. Stepping in, Babe Ruth. This guy has turned into a beast. He's a left-handed batter who still comes up with good contact and a good average against left-handed pitchers. All right, so you hit lefty. What makes it so hard to face a left-handed pitcher?
Left-handers, they just seem to have different arm angles, so to keep that front shoulder in there.
Oh, now this is blasted. Way back there, on its way, gone. He rockets one to right, and they boost their lead. It's 3-0.
He came out of his shoes on that one, but managed to keep his mechanics intact.
That one is absolutely belted back there. That's down. One hops off the wall. Jackson into second, and he's got a double.
Well, I'm sure he feels really good about that one. Against good pitchers, you've got to take advantage of the mistakes. That was right in his wheelhouse, and he didn't miss a stitch.
Derek Jeter will hit next. That's in there. And the lefty with the 0-1. And he swings and lifts one to deep center field. That's back there. And out of here. He sends it out of here. And they add on. It's 5-zip.
That's exactly the pitch he was looking for. Crushes it and hits it out of the ballpark.
So 1 out, nobody on. Here's the center fielder, Ken Griffey Jr. Crushed to right, and that one's going to leave the park. Out of here. Home run. He'll touch them all. And they tack on to their lead. It's 6-0. That's their 5th homer of the game.
Man, they're all getting into the action. It's starting to feel like a home run derby up here. Love to see a hitter aggressive on the first pitch of an at-bat. You watch him from the on-deck circle, so when you step in the box, you're ready to pull the trigger wherever it's at. Really good job by the hitter. Total conviction on that swing.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Shane McClanahan will depart. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound. So they turn to the lefty in this spot, Eric Lauer. He's being eased into the game here with the bases empty.
Now pitching for Tampa Bay, number 52, Eric Lauer.
Now the catcher up to hit, Jorge Posada. And he pulls up on it, and that's a hit.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. These days, when you see a ball come off the bat like that, I mean, the first thing you want to know as a spectator, what was the exit velocity? 109 in this case. I mean, that's just impressive, and it's so cool we can get that sort of feedback so instantly in today's game.
Here's Shohei Ohtani. Swung on, belted. Out of here. Shohei Ohtani goes deep, and they add a pair. It's 8-0.
Well, I'm sure there's a big grin on his face right now, Boog. He's probably had some of those that didn't stay fair, but off the bat, it looked like it was going to bend foul. Was able to keep it in there, tucked it nicely, and he gets the jog around the bases. Good for him.
Next to hit, Lou Gehrig. That's out to center field. Pulls up on it, and that's a base hit.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field.
Don Mattingly stepping in now for the Yankees. He's already homered in this game. And foul ball.
With how good these offenses are, there's a lot of ball game left.
And the pitch. Swings through that one out in front that time.
Guy out there sees a power hitter take that kind of swing. He's got to be thinking, is this guy trying to set me up? Now let's see if he can make an adjustment.
In the air, right field, pretty well struck. Margot moving back and out of here. He flexes his power with that swing, and they add a couple more. It's 10-0. Singy, the ball is jumping off his bat.
Yes, it is. Tons of loud contact. Man, it's been impressive. He's so good at getting his arms extended, and that's exactly what he did right there. You don't typically want to pull a pitch in that part of the plate, but he doesn't allow his wrists to roll over, stays through the ball, gets the loft, and gets the home run.
On the mound now, Luis Patino.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
One out, base is empty. Roberto Clemente stepping in now for the Yankees. Liner, and that should be extra bases. But he holds up at first. Good play out there to cut it off.
He was all over that one. Absolutely hammered that baseball. Very loud coming off the bat. 107 was the exit velocity, and at that speed, it's going to be a great result more often than not.
So now the Yankees cleanup hitter, Babe Ruth. The solo homer his first time.
All around, I think if you asked anyone in this organization, who's the best hitter in the lineup, they would say him.
That's ripped. Base hit. Clemente makes the turn at second. The relay throw. The tag out.
Gotta love the hustle and the attitude there to try to stretch that single into a double, but unfortunately thrown out at second base. He was so close to being in scoring position.
And now Reggie Jackson. That's a base hit. Run scores.
Wasting no time. He's 2 for 2 now on the night, and just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Seriously, we're starting with this already. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Derek Jeter. He's 1 for 1 with a 2-run homer his first time up. For 11 runs in the inning. We head to the second from the big ballpark in the Bronx. It's the Yankees 11, the Rays nothing. All set for the start of the inning. Here's some real power at the plate. Number 0. This is a guy you got to keep an eye on when he digs in. Definitely been known to drop a drag bunt from time to time, and he's pretty good at it, Chris.
Yeah, and he creates a sense of urgency for the defense because of the speed, because of the ability to put down that bunt.
The pitch. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2. Now you see even sluggers from time to time try and use the bunt really as a way to beat the shift. On the ground to third. Slings it across. 1 out in the second.
Well, he certainly didn't look comfortable or fluid on that play. And later in this ball game, this could come back to bite him if a ball is hit to him and he's playing that same position.
Number 50 next to hit for the Rays. He's got the power, but great contact skills. One of the best contact hitters in the game. There's a strike. One down, base is empty.
All right, now he may have not liked either of those first 2 pitches or agreed with the umpire's calls, but at this point, he's going to have to bear down and be ready to hit anything close to the zone.
The 0-2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Caught him looking for the K. Off to a strong start, Singy, as he's punched out 3 of the first 5 he's faced.
Well, he's definitely minimizing contact. He can get the swing and miss when he needs it, but he'll also keep the defense fresh behind him, allowing some balls in play as well.
And now, number 1 in there for strike 1. The pitch. Just missed.
It's a good take.
Swing and a high fly ball to left. Puts the squeeze on it, and the inning is over. Rays go in order. 1, 2, 3. They trail in this one 11-0. Ken Griffey Jr. stepping in now for the Yankees. He's already homered in this one.
Ken Griffey Jr.
The right-hander back to work. Swings and crushes one. Right field, way back, and gone. That one felt good. His second home run of the game. It's 12-0.
Just an excellent swing all the way around, and it had that sound coming off the bat that gets everyone's attention. Got a pitch to drive, short to the baseball, squared it up, and the backspin carried it out of here.
At the plate, Jorge Posada singled and scored his first time. And there's a fly ball deep right field. Margot going back on this one, and that one's gone. It just got out of here, and they add a run. It's 13-0.
Well, not every home run is a majestic blast off the bat, and even though he hit it pretty well, it was anything but a sure thing to get out. But today, the conditions were right. He got just enough of it, and I think the backspin really helped that thing carry.
Shohei Ohtani up to the dish. He's already homered here in this one. Swing and a high fly ball, pretty well struck right field. That one's back there. And it's gone. He's done it again. His second homer of the game. And they tack one on the board. It's 14-0.
Back-to-back-to-back home runs, and these guys look so dominant right now. A pitcher might want to check and see if he's tipping his pitches or not, but I tell you what, if this was basketball, that opposing team would call a timeout to try to slow down this offense.
Now a new pitcher for the Rays, Garrett Clevenger. He has a great slider with tons of movement. Lou Gehrig stepping in now for the Yankees. He swings and hits a fly ball center field. Flashes the leather on the running catch. And there's one away. Don Mattingly digs in now. That one ripped. Bangs off the wall.
Love how he just kept it simple there. Didn't come out of his mechanics. Nice tight swing, hard hit ball.
And up next for New York, Roberto Clemente. 1 for 2. Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field. Puts it away for the out.
The lefty, number 3, Babe Ruth.
Man at first. Now here is Babe Ruth. In the air, right field. Margot settles under it. Brings it in for the third out. They explode with 3 solo homers in the inning. We played 2 full. The Yankees lead this one 14-0. Lau at the plate.
Leading off for Tampa Bay, the second baseman, Brandon Lau.
Messina back to work. Swing and a miss. Strike one. All right, so Monument Park out there in center field at Yankee Stadium. Have you gotten a chance to check that out?
Boog, I have seen it more after my playing career than I did as a player. But as a broadcaster, many times entering and exiting through the center field fence, particularly in the playoffs, get a chance to take a glimpse over. And I got to say, you do get some goosebumps.
And a pitch. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Leadoff hitter gone in the third.
Wow, short work to send him packing to start the inning, and no messing around either. All 3 pitches were in the strike zone, attack mode all the way, and that's pretty impressive given the pop he was dealing with at the plate.
Now it's Randy Arozarena. And he hits a ground ball right side. And he beats it with room to spare.
Boom, that's staying within his game right there. I mean, this speedster gets the infield single, and now he's on base to possibly do some damage. I love seeing what guys like this can do to disrupt the game once they get in a position to do so.
Strike 2. Arozarena over at first with 1 away. Foul ball, still 0-2. Struck him out swinging. Couldn't hit the fastball at the knees.
Came inside with that 2-strike fastball nicely and just bunched him up on the inside part of the plate. Couldn't get around on. Not want to hit that batter. And when they've got him up against the ropes, got to figure out a way to put him away. Did a nice job right there.
And a foul ball. Got him swinging for the strikeout. Slider got him for strike 3. 1 left for Tampa, but this one's pretty much over. 14-0. Reggie Jackson stepping in now for the Yankees.
The right fielder,
Clevenger, 28 years old, and he's one of the few players in Major League Baseball born in Kansas. The wide to kick the pitch. Ripped to right center, and that one will leave the park. Out of here. That was a moonshot, and they add a run. It's 15-0.
Well, he put a really nice swing on that one, and everything was on time, took a direct path to the ball, excellent extension, and just drove it out of here. Nothing better than when the ball jumps off your bat like that.
And next for New York, Derek Jeter. Lined, and that's a base hit.
First pitch swinging, went up there with a plan to be aggressive. Nice line drive to the pull side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
Ken Griffey Jr. stepping in now for the Yankees. Ripped to right, base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Now catcher.
Here's the catcher to hit, Jorge Posada. Liner caught at second.
Nothing you can do about those as a hitter. Even though you know that, they still drive you absolutely crazy.
In now is the Yankees DH, Shohei Ohtani. He's someone that you might not describe as having elite level speed, but he can absolutely move, and it is a factor in his game. Out towards right center field. Number 0 makes his way towards it. Long run, tracks it down. Runner tagging for third.
Every day during batting practice, these outfielders get about 10 minutes of balls in the gaps. They practice this, and when the game comes, they make the play perfectly.
Here's the Yankees leadoff hitter, Lou Gehrig. Not your prototypical leadoff guy. Gets on base, yes, but also some power. Swing, and that's ripped towards right center. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. And he's in safely at third as a run scores. And his hot hitting continues.
They kept him in the yard that time, but all he's doing now is passing the baton, and everything seems to get started around this guy.
So 2 on with 2 away. Don Mattingly stepping in now for the Yankees. That one ripped right center field. That's back there. Pulls it in on the warning track. So 2 runs in the inning, 4 hits, no errors, but 2 are left stranded. On to the 4th now in game number 1. Yankees out in front, 16-0. Yandy Diaz now at the plate.
The designated hitter, Yandy Diaz.
And a pitch. Clips the corner, 0-1. Comes up empty. That's strike 2. Righty to the plate. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. He goes down looking.
Quite the start to this game on the mound. Looking very dangerous to these hitters. 7 punch-outs already. So this lineup hasn't had much success trying to figure him out. I'm impressed with what we're seeing here.
Number 81, batting with 1 down, takes the strike.
Oh, he's looking great so far. It helps when over 80% of your first